Greg Price, and this is my CYB 525 Secure Network Architecture Design. This corporate infrastructure is designed for a small financial institution. It consists of three zones, technically the perimeter zone and the internal zone. The perimeter zone is where the initial traffic will enter, and it will hit my first router, in which is connected to my first firewall, in which I will be utilizing the OPN Sense firewall software. This will information will travel to my DMZ uh, switch, um, which is for hosting two external facing servers, the proxy and the email server. The proxy server is placed within the DMZ to handle web and internet requests from internal clients and acting as a intermediary filtering initial traffic. The email server, which is also, as I mentioned, in the DMZ, is can also be accessible externally, but is also protected. The traffic will then enter into the my internal network, in which it will be presented to the IPS, the Intrusion Protect Prevention System, which I am using Zeek software for managing that system. It has been strategically placed in line with the main network path, just behind the perimeter firewall to block any malicious traffic in real time. That traffic will let's go to my second firewall, and then it will travel to my core switch, which has the intrusion detection system connected to it, so that the traffic can be actively monitored. I also have three active switches connected to the core switch, each one maintaining the different departments. Each department has been segmented with their own VLAN, such to be able to isolate any department in the event of any threat. Um, I have my IT department, which is also has its own segmented VLAN, also attached to my DHCP and DNS server, where I am using the Splunk software to manage it, and the IT department is connected to these servers because they will be the ones that the administrators for these two servers. Um, so I have my air gapped system, um, which is connected via a dedicated, um, physically isolated switch router with no links to the other network segments. And this will house the R&D department. Um, the switch for the R&D air gap system, I mean, it was physically isolated from other switches, um, and it's connected, as I mentioned, to a dedicated router with no direct external links. When as I um, went over my scan report for the GMV scan, I did put in all the hosts that were connected to my VM network, but only three of them came up with vulnerability reports. pfSense virtual machine, the Ubuntu, and the Windows 2019 server. The Ubuntu, um, it came up with a low vulnerability um, security issue, whereas the pfSense, it had a high one, and that was due to the password wasn't hasn't been changed since initiating it, and that did cause a vulnerability. And the server, it had a vulnerability for the ICMP, and because it was vulnerable for information leakage and network reconnaissance. Um, Overall, the ICMP vulnerability during the GBM scans, it emphasized the importance that I needed to set up a proper network configuration that would filter or limit the ICMP traffic. Security issues, implications of advanced novel networks and protocols, they can introduce a range of security issues that could impact both current and emerging technologies. These include they can include increased attack surfaces, protocol specific vulnerabilities, and it can cause also challenges ensuring the confidentiality of data as it moves along the um, network. So current networks that still utilize traditional protocols such as TCP/IP, um, they have vulnerable issues to things like DNS spoofing or like man in the middle attacks. Um, and of course, these vulnerabilities can lead to data breaches or disruption in service or cause downtime for the organization. In summary, as networks evolve, so must security strategies, and that will be directed around threat modeling. Um, and as late with the increase in utilizing of AI, there should also be a type of deployment for um, intrusion detection for AI. And, we must use innovative network architecture and continue to evolutionize the way that we can make sure that networks are secure. Thank you.